Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Adam bin Muhammad Yusli. Will be presenting about my group project about Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam MBSA. So, for the first case study, Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam is a local authority that administers the city of Shah Alam. The website is created to connect the administration and the residents. The system developed offers better communication between residents and local authorities. Next, MBSA's website provides a variety of services such as e-aduan, i-compound, i-cukai, i-sewa, i-lesen, e-OSC, OSC portal, and my SMS system. Furthermore, MBSA has successfully obtained a 5-star website rating from the Multimedia Development Corporation (MDEC). This proves that the website is overall a great system that helps the residents and has a user-friendly interface. In conclusion, this website has helped to further enhance the delivery of MBSA services. Our hope is that MBSA continues to maximize the potential of this website so that it will make overall workflow and productivity better. More details can be found on the official website in the link provided on the slide.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mirza Naufal Bek bin Mirza Muhammad Razik Bek. My student ID is CB23063. I am from the group PENTA and I would like to discuss our case study about Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam. As you can see, this is the front page of the MBSA website. Next is the introduction of the MBSA website. Number 1, objective. The objective of the MBSA website is to enhance citizen engagement, simplify administrative process, and provide easy access to services and information. The next is info services provided by the MBSA website. One of them is community services. Updates on community services such as local events and public services. Next is updates on city planning, whereby residents can view updates about urban development plans, zoning regulations, and infrastructure projects. Finally is public announcements, where citizens can get announcements about road closures or about public health or other important announcements. Next is what are the expectations of software engineering involvement in the MBSA website. Well, the first is to ensure a great user interface and user experience by ensuring the portal is super friendly, is user friendly, intuitive, and accessible to a diverse audience. Security, implement security measures to protect user data, prevent unauthorized access, and ensure integrity at the portal. Finally is maintenance and updates. Software engineers should conduct regular updates, bug fixes, and improvements that are essential for the portal to run smoothly.
My name is Stephanie Dr. Jacob. My metric ID number is CB23074 and my role in this project is system designer. Our group name is PENTA and our project is Majlis Bandaraya Shah Alam Case Study System Architecture Module. This is our group's system architecture module. We use Model View Controller pattern or MVC pattern to our website. MVC pattern has 3 components: controller, view, and model. To justification we use this MVC pattern is maintainability. Second one is faster development process. First one, maintainability. Maintainability is because the pattern is separated into 3 components. It helps break up the front end and back end code into separate components, and it is very easier to manage. Other than that, the separation of roles between 3 components enable us to make changes to either side without them interfering each other. And new type of view is very easy to add, and the change will not affect the entire architecture. because each component handles a specific role, and it will help to handle the cost and capability of the website to adapt to the changing requirement of stakeholders. Second one is faster development process. MVC pattern is a quicker and parallel development life cycle. For example, one developer can work on a particular component while another can work on any other section at the same time because it has different components for each role. This will reduce the task of each developer and will speed the process of development. Other than that, the MVC model ends up showing higher development speed. Developers can finish the development in the required time by the customers.
Move on to the next, about the functional requirement and non-functional requirement. So, for the functional requirement, public documents and report as a functional requirement. This website shall provide the residents with access to public documents, reports, for example, the latest announcement displayed on the home page of the website so that the residents are updated on any news relating to the city, such as the premises for the business purpose, which is a hot topic for the time being. Next, usability as a non-functional requirement. The system shall have a user interface design that is easy to understand and navigate, and hence does not need the user to have high skills to use it. It is very easy to comprehend for any user of any range of ages. Also, having a good user interface design allow users to perform tasks quickly and easily, leading to increased productivity and satisfaction. And now we move on to the risks and strategies.
Salam, my name is Abdurrahman Shahada. My ID is CP19147. My group is PENTA. Our topic is Major Pendan Shahalam. First of all, it's a factual requirement and non-factual requirement. The factual requirement would be change in language. The website should allow users to change the language to their performance, making all text on the website, including menu, label, and structure, and contact, accessible in their choosing language. Non-functional requirement performance. The system must eventually process for smooth user experience, especially during peak domain.
Next, we have functional requirement and non-functional requirement. The functional requirement is an online complaint submission where residents are able to file multiple types of complaints using the system, such as problems about public services, infrastructure, and environmental issues. The next is a non-functional requirement, which is usability. The user shall file complaints with ease regardless of their level of technical abilities. The system needs to have a simple and user-friendly interface.
Functional requirement and non-functional requirement. Functional requirement in this project is authentication as a functional requirement. Authentication is a process of identifying users who request access to a system, network, or a device. By authentication, it ensures that residents validate their identity before performing certain software functions. This is the example of the authentication requirement in the website that need the residents to enter the username and password before accessing the system. Next is non-functional requirement. Security requirement is a non-functional requirement. Security requirement is allow the users to have security while accessing the system. Security requirement define the measures taken to protect the system from unauthorized access. Next, it protect the confidentiality and privacy of the residents when accessing the system. By doing this, the data of the residents are protected against attack.
The risk that I need to worry about is the team member turnover. A team member might leave the project before it is finished, and it has several risks such as knowledge loss, impact on product delivery, and loss of team cohesion. The probability of team member turnover is high. It is because most teams that have low moral satisfaction with project management also can increase the probability of turnover. The effects on project development is catastrophic. The leaving of a team member means that a loss of a specific knowledge of the project could affect the project entirely, decreasing the speed of the progression of the project. The strategies on how to overcome the team member turnover is that regular check-ins on team member. As a project manager, I need to do regular check-ins with my team members to see whatever if they are having any problems through the project and whether they are satisfied with their work or not. This is to create a good environment between the team members and the project manager. The second is knowledge sharing. If the knowledge owned by each team member is shared among each other, it will ensure that all members have a good understanding of critical tasks to mitigate knowledge loss. This is to reduce the risk if a team might leave the project midway through the project. Next risk is change to requirement that require major design rework. It is very difficult to predict as anything can happen throughout the project development process. The risk become significant when the requirement change are suggested after the project has already progressed into the design or implementation stage. Probability for this risk to happen is high, and the effects is very serious. If there are so many requirements of the system need to be changed, it will often lead to project delays. Means that additional time needed for the rework of the major design can disrupt the planned schedule and affect the overall project timeline. So strategies on how to overcome this risk is that I encourage ongoing communication. I have to make sure to involve key stakeholders in requirement gathering and use documentation and prototypes to satisfy the expectations. And I need to make sure to keep in touch with the stakeholders to ensure their satisfaction. And second strategy is prioritization and phasing. I need to introduce changes slowly to avoid a critical impact on the project timeline. I need to focus on the high priority changes first and plan the implementation into well-defined steps. This is to ensure the quality of the system developed.
Risk and strategies. Vulnerabilities and security. The strategy will be regular security aids to find and fix website flaw using strategies like MFA and security suits, monitoring association and user activity, also updating the association practice regularly. Unavailability of the service. Invest in the high availability and infrastructure with load balancing and data backup, ensure scalability and conducting regular testing, development and comprehensive backup and recovery strategies with encrypted testing, monitor and employee training.
Next, we have risk and strategies. The first risk is system downtime, and strategy is to implement a robust redundancy and failover system by setting up backup servers and system to easily take over in case the primary system needs repairs. Software engineers should also create scheduled maintenance periods, and the user should be informed in advance of these maintenance periods so that they do not run into any problems. The next risk is data breach, and the strategy is to conduct regular security audits and monitoring, and conduct penetration testing and review security infrastructure on a daily basis. Next is to implement strong encryption and access controls to improve the security. Use robust encryption techniques.
Next is risk take. First risk is requirement change, and its probability is moderate, and the effect of project development is serious. Because the system designer should remodel the existing system design to meet the expectation of stakeholders. For example, changing the architecture models, patterns, and more. The strategy we can use to overcome this risk is alert customers to potential difficulties and the possibility of delays. By having good communication with the stakeholders, customer, the development team, and the good project manager. As system designer, I should discuss the effect of changing requirement and the difficulty of it to avoid unnecessary complexity. Other than that, all team members should be aware of changes in requirement. Next strategy is setting and documenting current requirements. Keep up to date communication, including requirement and design decision, is important because when there is a change in requirement, the documentation will give an analysis and it will help the system designer to approach its effects on time, cost, and the system.
Suggestions for the website is API for the Open User Map. The Open Weather Map API improves the website by providing real-time weather information. This benefits homeowners to plan outdoor activities, reporting issues, and perform planning. Payment gateway, such as a PayPal or Stripe. The website already have a payment, but it's for all of it using Malaysian gateway payment. So I think for PayPal or Stripe that will allow the other people, foreigners that come from outside Malaysia to do a payment through the website if they need to use for any help. The user testing, we're gonna use three types: alpha testing, beta testing, acceptance testing. Alpha testing is done by the internal development team to find and fix bugs, issues, and usability problems before the vendor release. Beta testing limits external user provide real-world feedback to identify and address the issues for the system compatibility. UAA testing, the system with actual user ensure it meets their experience and MBSA goals, enhancing stakeholder satisfaction.
And last, factors influencing software post-development for maintenance cost factors as a project manager. As a project manager, the factors influencing software post-development is the team stability. A team with great productivity, better communication, and better chemistry among each other is to be found so that it will contribute to more efficient work among the team. Based on the case study, I, as the project manager, should keep my team who develop the MBSA website rather than hiring new entities to maintain the system after the development process. This is because the same team that created on the MBSA website has insight into the system. Being proactive in maintaining the team stability of a project team is essential for controlling maintenance costs.
Factors. For factors, we're gonna use soft skills. A skilled maintenance person are essential for cost-effective software maintenance. An experienced team can lead to longer maintenance, higher cost, and more error. Invents on outgoing training and documentation to keep the team perfection and efficient.
Finally is a factor influencing software post-development for maintenance cost factors. The factor is program age and structure. The age and structure of the program significantly impacts maintenance costs. The program structure, indicative of code organization and architecture, plays a crucial role. Poorly designed programs impede understanding and lead to error-prone updates. Well-developed programs are easier to maintain, allowing efficient bug fixes, improvements, and adaptation to evolving user expectations and regulatory changes.
That's all from us. Thank you.